Hey guys, Game for the Disciples here, and today we have one more of the Edison Cup deck profiles. So we have Conor's Lightsworn deck. So why did you end up playing Lightsworn?
It's my favourite deck, especially in Edison format. I think JD is just too sick, and yeah, I've played this deck for a long time. When I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh, like it was like around Edison format, and I picked up Lightsworn, great deck. And yeah, when I found out like Edison was gaining popularity, I was like, I want a reason to play my favourite deck again, so why not? And then yeah,
It's fair enough. And why do you like Edison?
it's just very nostalgic for me, especially because I feel like I'm a bit out of touch with the game, like for current format, and Edison format provides that nice like nostalgia bonus, and like it rewards skill over deck choice.
Yeah, that's why you play Lightsworn.
Yeah,
A deck that rewards skill.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like there's still interactions, whatever, but this deck is high variance. But yeah.
And how did the tournament go?
We don't talk about that.
All right, let's go to the list. It did beat Marcus round 1 though.
Yeah. Watch the feature match.
Just that one.
Just watch that feature match. That's all you need to see. Yeah. So the main deck, 2 JD, obviously, boss monster. Play 2 Lila. Some people play 3. I just think 2 was nice. I didn't really want to draw multiples. 2 Raiko. Some people play 3 again, but I feel like once they know you're playing Lightsworn, like they're always gonna assume you have a set Raiko. So actually setting Raiko is not that good. Like a lot of the time I want to set something else. So 2 Raiko. 2 Celestia. Again, some people play 3, but I like 2 just because opening multiple Celestias when you don't have recharge or any way to discard is just bricks. Like this plus Wolf in hand is bricks. Like
Yeah, that's fine.
so 2 is calm. 3 Wolf. Again, some people play 2, but full variance, full luck. We'll just go 3 Wolf. And then the one ofs, Lumina, Arcus, Eren, Jane, and Gareth. Some people like don't play Arcus. Some people don't play Eren, but I want to play all of them. Like they all have value. This card is amazing. Like people don't read this card, and like people don't know that Monarchs are mandatory as well. So like they'll tribute their guys, summon this, have this on the field, try to banish it, and then I'm like, nah, you can't. And then they have to banish them on Arcus. Yeah.
I hate Aaron. Aaron attack pyramid.
Oh my god, Eren is so good as well. Like charge for Eren and then spin their Sangan. It's great. 2 Honest. Best hand trap. After Gauze. You get the ghost.
With the ghost.
1 Card Trooper, obviously. It's like the
Honorary Lightsworn.
honorary Lightsworn card. I was gonna cut this. I wasn't gonna play this because I thought this, with the field of what people were playing and stuff, I didn't think this card was that good. But you just need better cards in this deck, like that are one-of cards that just get you into your engine, like cards that are just good on their own, like that don't require any setup. And this is one of them. 1 Plague, 1 Necro, standard. I don't play Trag Gauze. Some people don't play Trag and they just play the Gauze, but I like both. I think this deck doesn't play much, well, the standard list of Lightsworn doesn't play much back row, so I just thought you needed these anyway. Trag is amazing as well. Like a lot of people don't know the other effect, like it can steal a monster if you discard, and this makes your dead wolves live by just taking their level 4s. And then I played a 1 Chaos Sorcerer. This is for Stardust because this deck actually has a hard time getting of Stardust, especially like because like Raiko's your spot removal, Celestia is your spot removal, they'll destroy. So Chaos Sorcerer is pretty good. In my old list I was playing Dark Armed, but I cut it this time because I thought it was just a bit bricky. And I couldn't facilitate getting the 3 Darks Engraved as efficiently as I wanted to. Summon monsters, spells, Charge of Light Brigade.
Good card.
Very good card. Always in my opening hand. 3 recharge.
And you're still lost.
Yeah, I know, man. I don't want to talk about it, man. 3 recharge, standard. 1 Foolish. For the back row removal, we have MST, Heavy Storm, and Cold Wave. It was brilliant. Wouldn't change it.
Cold wave into JDs.
Yeah.
Stuff of
This
nightmares.
JD is just nuts. Brain Control, obviously. And then I teched the 1 Book of Moon. Like no lights on list plays Book of Moon, but I just thought this is like the best -1, like the best -1 in the game in Edison format. It's the most versatile card. It lets you like play through so much stuff, and like
And JD
you can
under
use it
exclusion,
aggressively,
right?
defensively, protects JD, lets it result. It's just great card.
Cool.
And then for the traps, this is like the questionable part of the deck. Disclaimer: changes will probably be made. I'll potentially get roasted here, so yeah.
Potentially, bro.
We'll just go into it, but yeah, I'll probably get roasted. This is standard.
So you started with a good one.
Start with the good one. Dust Shoot, standard. Beckoning, obviously, like like the pure bit list plays too, and I think like you brick if you open multiple, and it was only that one-off card that you want to see like late game. Like if you see it early game, you just hold it, but you just don't want to. At all costs, you don't want to see multiple, and it's like terrible early game. So I just thought one of this is nice, and I didn't want to play Monster Reincarnation because I think that card's terrible. And this can just add back double JD or like double Honest to cheese games. So I thought it was good to play at one. And then I played one T-Raw. Shout outs to Sam for letting me borrow his CP. Yeah, this card's amazing. Like the way you win with this deck is like if you can get Lightsworn monsters to stick on the board and get like your mills going, like you have a high chance of winning. And this card is great as well because a lot of the time I like chainable back row. I like cards that don't lose to like MST, Heavy Storm, whatever. And because in those matchups, like their Heavy Storm or MST are usually likely to be dead until you have these cards anyway. So they're just waiting for you to set back row to hit with the MST or whatever. So I thought this chainable back row is good, and T-Raw was just really, really good. Same reasoning for Reckless. One Reckless.
One.
So let me explain this choice. So like 2 hours before the tournament, this was something else. I think this might have been like Dark Arms or something, but I just thought like I needed, if I was gonna play, I played the list where I played 3 of this, and if people know you're playing like multiple Reckless, they're not gonna Heavy Storm you, they're not gonna MST your back row because they know you're just gonna like chain it, whatever. But I thought like if I play like a nice one of Reckless, there's a chance where my opponent might just spot removal, try remove it, and I plus, and I can draw into like my good cards, maybe try kill them. And it worked well in the tournament. It was all right. It got removed a couple times in chains. So yeah, it was all right. I probably wouldn't play it again, but it was just like the 39th, 40th card. I couldn't decide on what I wanted to play.
So because we like chainable back row, what's the last card?
Oh yeah. So the last card is. Let me just explain it. Before this, the last card was Mirror Force, and I thought like I just wanted a card that was like T-Raw but actually plussed.
Yeah.
And Mirror Force seemed like a safe out because if you draw the Mirror Force turn 1 or something, like like no one's expecting Mirror Force in Lightsworn, so like it was all right there. And wait, no, we're not showing this card
Flip
yet.
it.
No,
Bro,
okay, fine. So it's D prison. Basically, every time I resolved Mirror Force in like testing, it would only be for 1. Like I would never get full value out of it. So I just thought, do you know what? This could just be a D prison and it out Stardust. And I was like, Stardust is a big problem for this deck. Like all your spot removal loses to Stardust.
I never seen. I mean,
So
so
I play one
terrified
D
of
prison.
Stardust Dragon.
So I play the 1 D prison. But yeah, like my teammates think this is shit. So maybe I'll cut this. But
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe
yeah,
TM.
maybe.
Maybe
I
TM.
think it was all right, but yeah.
Cool.
It's a bit weird, but yeah.
Let's do
On
that.
to the extra. The Ricky Martin token, shout out Tristan. And then we got the Disciples token. Shout out Barney for making these. These are actually so high quality, so amazing. Let me take out the sleeve just to show you guys. Look at that.
Nah, it looks sick.
Oh my god, like
The Enterprise, bro.
no other team out there is doing this stuff. Like, no other team out there is like doing madness like this. So shout out Barney for the amazing token. And basically, I'm gonna quickly explain to you about the Edison Cup. Like it's a bi-yearly event, and so anyone who wins the Edison Cup gets a star here. So like this is gonna be a thing for like a couple decades, and we're gonna see who gets like the stars and stuff. But
Sick.
it's very fun.
Sick. Alright, extra deck.
Yeah, right. Sorry, I'm stalling.
Your deck proposals are always low. It's
Always
insane.
long, man. I like talking.
I know.
We're gonna say 1 Armory Arm, 1 Catastar, 1 Android. This is all standard. 1 Yakuizas. It's like Nightmare Shock. In the sense that if they have like a token or something like and they're low life, you just kill them. This card actually came up so much and no one knows what it does. Tempest Magician is amazing. Lila plus Plague means that you can burn them for game. And like you have to discard to put counters on it, but it gains a counter like on summon without having to discard anything. So that's already like 500 damage like straight there. But yeah, this card comes up after you can push for damage with JD or something, and then if they gauze you, it does. If they're on low enough life, it won't matter. You can like Mayface to do this with Plague and Lila. And then Brio, Goyo, standard. For the 7s, we got Urbellum, Black Rose. This is really shit, but like I don't really have any other 7s, and like it was Ancient Fairy before, but Ancient Fairy's terrible. So I just thought, fuck it, Urbellum.
Fair enough.
For the 8s, we have Stardust, Dark Armed, Fort Ruler, Colossal Fighter. These are the standard ones. I had Red Dragon in, but it's not that good. Like it's just in case that like you need to do game and it's 3k, but I never made it. The others were all good though. This is great for attacking directly, and then if they have Gauze or Trag, it doesn't matter. A cool play with this is this deck actually plays a couple warriors, so this can go up to 3k, and then like against dragons, crash with the blue eyes, bring it back, attack for 3k. This beats D Prison, Wing Blast, Book, bear cards,
Cool.
and then yeah, this is great. And then this one.
Okay. Alright.
Alright, side deck. Disclaimer: this side deck is terrible, and don't let this reflect on my abilities as a duelist. I made this side deck with like 2 hours to go, and there's a lot of questionable choices in here. So
It's a spreadsheet.
nah. The spreadsheet had different cards. Like I put these in 2 hours before the tournament, and it was the worst mistake of my life.
As I told you.
Yeah. We moved.
I like how he's saying 2 hours before the tournament.
Like, you didn't
Like-
take a week off,
like-
did he?
Yeah.
There was literally no time for him to change. There's no time. There's no time. There's 2
Bro,
hours.
there is not even deckless submission.
I made the impulsive decision of changing a couple cards in the side deck right before the tournament because I got scared, and then it was just terrible. I should have just kept. It was the fear, bro. I literally just should have stick to my original side deck. But anyway,
Alright.
got 2 Crow. This for zombies. Me and Marcus were talking about like this versus Diva. I thought it was good initially versus Diva because you can hit Plague, Mali, whatever. But he told me like it's not that good against Diva because like that's not what the problem card is. Like the problem cards are like Ab-Zero and stuff. So like you want to play cards that beat that stuff. So I think I agree with that now. So this is more for like zombies and any deck that like Lightsworn,
Monarchs.
Mirror,
Matchups.
Frog Monarchs, yeah. Other matchups like that, more like Vayu even, whatever. This card's terrible. Don't play it.
They just get yeeted to the ground.
Yeah, I'm never playing that card again.
Cool.
2 Lightning Vortex and 2 Prohibition. This is kind of weird, like, because obviously it conflicts with Gauze, but I just had these in because. Let me tell you a quick anecdote. 2 days before the tournament, I must have played against Barney testing Edison, and he played Dragon Turbo, and he like 10-0'd me. Because Kwakimiri Drago is like so good against this deck. And I was like, fuck, I have like nothing in my side deck to beat Dragon Turbo. So I thought, this is good versus Dragon Turbo because you clear that board. And this is good because if you establish it early game, call Red MD, their only out is Whitestone Instant Fusion into Brio. And then like they have to bounce it. Or actually no.
They have to basically
Level
kill
6
you.
they can make Black Rose.
Yeah. They can
So yeah. But either way, like this is good if you call Red MD because then that's their only out. And like in the Dragon Turbo deck, a lot of the time they'll have 6 cards in hand, but like 4 of them will be fake. So yeah, this card's very good. But Tristan went X3 like after round 3, so I never played him, never saw these, never sided them.
The actual flame.
And the 2 Smashing Ground, this is just standard Vanity's Fiend, whatever. Like
Ab-Zeros.
Ab-Zeros, yeah, everything. We show that last. 2 Rog for Diva, best card against Diva, amazing. Really good against any deck that plays Armageddon, Caius, Diva, that sort of stuff.
Cool.
And 1 Mind Crush. This card, the value of this card depends on how good you are as a player.
So how did it go?
It was terrible. It was terrible. But I didn't side this all tournament, but theoretically this is for like well, literally anything really, and obviously it gets better as if you can read the game because then you'll be able to make predictions, whatever. But I never sided this, so never how it came up. The second D Prison. I still think D Prison's sick. Screw you guys. I think D Prison's sick. And then the last card was Treacherous. This is just because in the 5 side cards that I play, I can easily side out all the traps and put in like some of these. So I thought it would be nice to just to play the 1 Tretch as a pop 2 whenever. Good against dragons, good against a lot of stuff, and I thought it would be alright.
Fair enough.
Anyway,
Alright.
that was my explanation for the side deck, but it was shit. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah. Any shout outs? Anything in general?
Shout outs to Brotherhood, shout outs MetaMat, shout outs to all our sponsors and that. Shout outs Barney for hosting an amazing tournament. Had such a great time, and like even though I scrubbed, it was an amazing time. And obviously shout out the boys.
Oh.
Shout out the boys.
Oh.
And
You got a man. Alright.